A lot of people think they need $25,000 to start day trading, and that's just not true at all. I'd actually recommend only trading with a few $100s to get started, because you're going to take lots of losses in the beginning. And if you can have just a few hundred dollars to trade with, it's not so much money to where if you lose it, you're going to be on the street homeless, or you're gambling money that you need for rent or mortgage, whatever that's necessary. So if you're beginning or you're just a beginner, get that cash account with just a few $100s and just focus on getting iterations to really develop your strategy. And that's what you need. You just need time in the markets. You need screen time. You need to maximize your time in the markets, analyzing the market every single day. I would even go as far as saying, like, grind out your first few years of just like trying to watch the market as much as possible, because that's how you're going to learn, is just by watching and observing the market as much as possible. But in the beginning, only want to risk a small amount, because you're going to blow up. You might blow up. A lot of people do blow up in the beginning. I blew up 2 accounts when I began. I actually blew up a $500 account when I first started, and then when I started again my new account in 2020, I blew up a $2,500 account, or $2,600 account. So I was pretty much in the red about $3,000 until I started to make money. So you really need to give yourself that time, because you're going to lose in the beginning. You're going to lose in the beginning. The best part by starting small with a small account is that you're only losing a little bit. You're only losing a little bit in those first few years. You want to keep it relatively small. So, starting with just a few $100s, and if you're in a cash account, you can trade unlimited. You can trade as much as you want up to the cash balance. So what I recommend is just doing one share with just a few $100. And so you can trade pretty much with one share with a few $100. You can trade as much as you want. You likely won't go over that cash balance. If you do, it won't even let you trade after you use the cash balance, at least on Thinkorswim. You won't have margin. So you're pretty much just trading with the balance that you have in your account. But just to get those iterations in, one share, definitely recommend it. And it gets you a realistic feel on the fills as well. A lot of people say, sim trading is really good. It is very good in one sense, if you don't want to put money in an account to trade. But I do recommend, if you can put a couple $100s in an account, if you have that money sitting around, is to start the live account trading one share, because you'll get that real feel of trading in the markets, or real-time data, and you'll get real executions, and which in the sim, executions are pretty much instant, because there's nothing happening when you hit buy or sell. When you're trading real money, sometimes it takes a little bit time for your order to go through. Different times in the markets, it depends. Sometimes there's lag on Thinkorswim or some of these other platforms. So that's definitely going to affect your strategy and affect your results in the market. So you want to be able to get that real-time experience, rather than just sticking with in the beginning the sim trading. But if you don't have that, obviously if you don't have a couple $100s on the side, sim trading is better than nothing. But I do recommend doing a couple $100, just a couple shares per trade, just to get those iterations, and you get that real feel of the markets. So, to close out, you don't need $25,000. You don't need a margin account. You don't need a PDT account to start trading. Really, I recommend for, the first year or 2 years is just having a small account, cash account, and just getting iterations. And then, as you're doing that, you could be working on the side and saving some money to then eventually fund yourself to where you actually do get to that $25,000 mark by funding it with a different income source, with your day job, or with, other jobs that you have going on. And then you'll have that $25K after you are consistently profitable over months and months, over 2 or 3 months, consistent profits every single week and every single month. Then I would recommend you would be ready to fund yourself with that $25K to trade in that PDT account, but I would not trade the entire amount. I would have the amount enough to do margin trading, but I would not be, using the margin. I would only be using, I wouldn't be slinging $30,000 positions or $50,000 positions in the first few years. I would definitely, stick to more so, a couple $1,000 positions. But with a couple $1,000 positions, if you're trading small caps, you can easily make 100, 200 a day. That's what I would focus on. I wouldn't be, trying to scale up so fast to try to do that $30,000, $50,000 position on some small caps, trying to do 5,000, 10,000 a day right off the bat. Build yourself up slowly over time. So that's it. That's what I wanted to say in this video. If you guys enjoyed it, please hit the thumbs up button. Also subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Also check out the links down in the description as well. So, all right, see you guys later. Peace.